Respected Mr. Walter Devaram, DGP retired, Mr. Shankar Jiwal, Commissioner of Police, Chennai City, author of 3 books today, Dr. Jayanth Murali, Mr. Gauri Shankar, distinguished guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my proud privilege to release one of the books by Dr. Jayanth Murali. Mr. Walter Devaram was saying it's very difficult to pronounce the name of this book. Enkindling the endorphins of endurance. Mr. Shankar Jiwal was saying you can simply call it as triple E. Like B triple E. Triple E book by Dr. Jayanth Murali will be much, much easier. Mr. Jayanth Murali, he was my college mate. We all studied in the same college, Tamilmint Agriculture University in Coimbatore, but at that time, we didn't know each other. He was studying plant breeding and genetics, or biotechnology, microbiology, core subject. I was studying agricultural extension. Much later, we met in the cadre, in the Tamilnadu cadre police service. So this book, particularly, I liked it. I'm very happy that he asked me to release this book because I am also a fan of endurance sports. He is a full marathon runner. I think anybody who has any idea about running will know the importance of full marathon, 42 kilometers and 150 meters. Right? Am I correct, sir? 42 kilometers and 150 meters. That is full marathon. 195. 40 to 195. Okay. So, full marathon runner and a full book writer is a very rare combination because both are difficult. Both are not that easy. We only dream to run a full marathon. We also dream to write a book. Mr. Walter Devaram was saying for the last 10 years he has been writing a book. He was writing only things he has done. Still it is taking a long time. So I run marathons, mostly half marathons. That's why I'm saying it's very, very difficult to run a full marathon. One of the days I met Mr. Jayanth Murali to take some tips to run a full marathon. Then he suddenly produced some notes. He told me that he was writing a book. This was 3 years before, or 4 years before. And he had a plan. He said for full marathon, probably you'll have to train for 12 weeks of proper training. Then it will be possible for you to run. That has come out as a good book. So anybody who really wants to run marathon, you can certainly refer this book. It's a very, very interesting book. How you plan, what are the equipments you require, how many days you train, how do you train, what are the different kinds of training, what are the possible setbacks, what are the diet, what food you can take, what you should not take, and how many days you must take rest after the run. That's also very, very important. So it's a full book. I read a lot of books on endurance sports. Born to Run. Who is the author? Born to Run? Charles McDougall. It's about the way people in Tarahumara area of South America, they run. The whole community will run for 50 kilometers, sometimes 100 kilometers every day. And they live like that. So the benefits of running is extremely good. I liked it. Why should we run? Particularly those people who are assembled here other than the police officers. Why should we run? Recently I heard a video of a very old person, probably who crossed 100 years of age. Naturally, people will be interested to know how you are living such a long time. Now, what question we will ask Jayanth Murali? How we are able to run marathons? Not only marathon, the time. I can also run marathon, but we cannot run at that. But you are running by 3 hours 15 minutes. What is it? 3:40. 4 hours. Yeah. 3 hours 40 minutes. It's a very, very good time. It will be very, very difficult a job. So people asked him, how do you live such a long time? He says one single tip. He says, keep walking. Give full work to your legs. Okay, anywhere, wherever you are, whatever you do, keep walking, making use of your legs. Somebody says, if you are sitting, please stand up. If you're standing, you walk. If you're walking, you run. You'll be the fittest person on the earth. Simple as that. Okay? Being mobile is the best thing to do that can make you really live longer. Last Sunday, I ran a half marathon in Coimbatore. I took 2 hours 40 minutes. After a long time, I was running. So when I was asked to flag off the marathon, and the anchor asked me, "Sir, why did you come to Coimbatore?" I told him, "I came to Coimbatore to run with you." "Okay, sir, why do you run?" I told the same answer, "I wanted to live longer. I don't want to die. That's why I am running." So every one of you, please take one shot at running one time. Try to run a full marathon. Your whole life will change. I can guarantee you. I can read out his last chapter a little later. One full marathon probably can transform you completely. You can be a completely different personality. I'll tell you why little later. And he was telling me when I met him how we can run a full marathon. It has to be done step by step. It's not overnight you can run, you know. When you run an half marathon, he runs a full marathon. It's not something happening all in a sudden. Picasso once wrote a nice picture. And the lady said, "Will you please give me this picture?" He said, "You have to give me $1 million US. And the lady said, "After all, you took half an hour and you're asking me $1 million for half an hour's work. Lady, this is not half an hour's work. This is my last 25 years of work that I put it in the paper in half an hour." So step by step, Terry Fox, who ran from the one coast of the other coast of Canada, you know, Terry Fox is a cancer-affected patient. One of his leg was already removed. So he was running 50 kilometers every day. When he completed 3,000 kilometers, they asked him, "How you are able to run 50 kilometers a day?" He said, "I don't run 50 kilometers a day. Then I just run 1 kilometer. I reach the first flag post or the lamp post. Then I see the next lamp post. It's 1 more kilometer. Then I run that lamp post 1 more kilometer. Every time, 1 kilometer at a time, I run 50 kilometers in a day." That's what he told me. Step by step, you can achieve this. So my general advice to all the people, please read his book. 1 step at a time, maybe 14 weeks, 12 weeks, you'll be able to run full marathon. For the police officers, many police officers here, Jayanth Murali probably has a good influence with his own batchmates. There's something very big, very good. All other police officers here. Police, why police have to have endurance? Why should they run? I'll say endurance, sports, particularly this running, it's a combination of everything. If a person can run 42 kilometers, he is combining yoga, he is combining meditation, he is combining all the things which is being talked about fitness. So naturally, I am a fan of these police officers. Why should they have the endurance capacity? Mr. Walter Devarama was saying that we should be fit enough. Many years before, you know, many villages, we are all police officers, we have been heading the cities and districts. At those times, people will be brewing arak in their own places, illicit arak. One of our responsibilities is to go and destroy them and catch these people. When I went to a place near Chidambaram, a group of guys were distilling arak. They're making, brewing their own arak, their own whiskey. So on seeing us, the party, they started running. We are about 10 people, and I was the superintendent of police of Kadalur district, near Chidambaram, a place called Vallambadige. So we thought we'll be able to catch him. So 10 of us, we chased them, and they ran. And 2 of them we caught immediately. One fellow kept on running. So in the first kilometer, he still was leading us. In the first kilometer, 3-4 policemen, they stopped by the time. Then we continued to chase. Second kilometer, few more constables dropped out. Fourth, at 5th kilometer, I was the only one who was chasing him. And from 6th onward, he slowed down, I caught him. Naturally, what will happen? The policemen will be very angry. They want to hit that fellow. I said, don't do it. You should appreciate. He's faster than me, at least for 6 kilometers. Or maybe he would have still run, but he didn't run. We caught him. And later, one of the inspectors, I think his name is Ravi Shankar. He has trained him to join Indian Army as an army Jawan. In the same village, few more people joined a little later. So the marathon running is a very, very special sport. Not only its fitness, it also transform you. It will make you a better person. This book is not only about running marathon, this is also about self-improvement, self-development. So he has mentioned certain very important common character of running and also success. People who are running, he'll say, they'll be successful. So I'll read out. It will be very interesting because even if you don't read the book, this will be helpful. Yes. He says people who are running, especially marathon, and people who are successful have certain things in common, okay? They all set goals. If you don't set goal, you can't run a marathon. So if you don't set goal for your financial position, you can't achieve that. They all take action. Life rewards action. They have confidence and self-esteem. They develop a good mental and physical state. That's very important. Particularly the mental state is very, very, very critical. They are self-disciplined. Yeah? People don't wear helmet, don't wear seat belts. You need a policeman to tell them that you must wear a seat belt. They have a positive mindset, like Norman Vincent Peale's positive thinking gives you powerful results. They are conscientious. They foster a sense of community, team leadership. They are adept at teamwork, the same point. They don't bite off more than what they can chew. You know, some people sweat small things out, do you know? Very, very small things, they make very big. We are seeing a lot of people around, they major into minor things, whereas the marathon sports runners do not. They build routines and rituals, like Anthony Robbins says, your daily rituals really matter. What is the regular ritual of a marathon runner? He'll wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. 4:30 he is on the road. So that ritual helps him to be a different person. They make the right choices. After all, life is full of choice, you know, we are all the results of the choices we have made. Our education, our profession, our partner, right? All these things are the results of choices. They are committed. They are persistent. They are highly motivated. They are consistent. They have, motivated means they have a reason to wake up in the morning. So sports will motivate you. They are consistent. They have a drive and passion. They are optimistic and friendly. They have a strong self-image, and image really matters. They are emotionally intelligent. They don't really angry or they don't shout at people. They are competitive. So these are the things which is common to successful people and marathon runners. I think this is good enough for all of you to at least read the book, okay? And later to take up running in a serious, in a big way. Wish you all the best and thank you very much. And I only say I appreciate Dr. Jayanth Murali for giving this very valuable. Probably this will become a really big time bestseller all over the world. All the best to you.